Today I attended a regional court, which is kind of in an area that's known for having people who have pretty out there and alternative lifestyles. And it's a textbook example of why it's so important to show up looking prepared, looking respectful, even if you really don't care about what the court has to say. This court had about 9 or 10 matters in it. This is a court where, generally speaking, the people want to represent themselves. They want to get up there and argue things that are irrelevant, argue Magna Carta, behave in a way that's just, not particularly legal or sensible, which is their right. They can conduct their case however they want. It doesn't go their way, but they're allowed to. Now, I was one of the members of the profession there. There was a couple of other members of the profession, but there was also one person who showed up looking presentable. And by presentable, I don't mean they looked ostentatious. They weren't wearing a super expensive tie, a super expensive suit looking thing. They just wore clean clothes, buttoned down, conservative, showed up on time. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, spoke to the court officer with dignity, spoke to the police officer respectfully. Just an ordinary person. Not only did their matter get dealt with first, but because they had presented themselves so well to the court and showed up and were just basically laying it out there in a polite, friendly, not arrogant way, the magistrate was so impressed that they gave them an outcome that was phenomenal. And contrast that with the person in the courtroom who's ill-prepared, who's rude, who's recalcitrant, who doesn't respect the authority of the court, who behaves in a way that is just not in their best interest. For a country to function, you need a functional legal system. And one of the tenets is that we discuss things in a respectful, appropriate tenor. And people who remember that tend to do super well in court, whether they're represented or not. And people who don't make things worse for themselves. Follow me for more legal TikTok.